Hello and good afternoon, dear shareholders, investors, colleagues. Thank you very much for joining Auriant Mining's Q4 2020 interim results. We are doing it in our Zoom format for the next 20 minutes, including some Q&As. We have muted your microphones as the last time already. If you have any questions, please ask it through our chat facility. We will, after the presentation, try to answer also all your questions. The agenda for the call is set out in the following slide. I will come to this today. I'm proudly presenting the second time in front of you. My name is Danilo Langa. I'm the CEO. I'm accompanied by my colleagues and dear shareholders, investors. I'm very terribly sorry for the little technical issue we have here with Zoom. I hope you can hear us well now and see also the presentation. So I think I was put out of the connection after point number 4, the financials, which Vladimir will present, and I myself will present afterwards the outlook. In general, we are, of course, extremely pleased with the excellent results of 2020. We have a significant year-on-year growth, and we are very much in line with the forecast. We had a strong financial performance, and we were also very keen on improving our loan terms, which we achieved later in the year with our banking partner, VTB. Now I would like to hand over the Tardan gold production update to you, Piotr.
Thank you, Danila. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let me draw your attention to the slide for presenting Tardan's gold annual production results of year 2020. 2020 is the first full year of CIL plant in production. As it was reported earlier, we discontinued the heap leach in December 2019. Within 2020, 394,000 tons of ore at average grade of 2.66 grams per ton were processed through the plant. The chart in the slide shows monthly gold production results. The spike you see in January was because of feeding by only high-grade ore. As a result of that, 115 kilograms of gold were produced in this month, and regular ore was being delivered since February further till the end of reported year. As a result, year-on-year hard rock gold production increased by 50% from 635 kilograms up to 953 kilograms, mainly because of changing processing method from heap leach to CIL. Cash costs reduced to $676 per ounce, which is 40% less compared to the cost of 2019, mainly because of waste postponing, economy of scale, and several other factors.
Thank you, Piotr. Tardan gold sales, Vladimir.
Thank you, Danila. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to announce spectacular results in terms of the Tardan gold sales. Tardan, being our major producing mine, generated over 30,000 ounces in 2020. The year-on-year increase represents 54% versus 2019. Our average selling price increased by 24%. So these are the two driving factors that resulted in our spectacular performance in terms of sales. As for our other financial performance and KPIs, the details will follow in the next slides.
Go ahead, Piotr. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the KPIs, I would like to emphasize as a main achievement that we kept succeeding with the CIL plant as it was operating at capacity of 15 tons per hour and at the recovery rate of 91%, so that the targeted capacity was achieved and kept for the both mentioned indicators within the considering period. Stripping volume was about 900,000 cubic meters. That is 8% lower than in 2019, as pits of Tardan's deposit were not involved into the mining. It was caused by the license restriction. The restriction was removed from 2nd of November 2020, so waste stripping in Tardan will be incurred in 2021. Getting back to the reported year, 387,000 tons of ore were mined from Pravobережный deposit. It was 18% lower compared to 2019. The average grade of the ore amounted to 2.42 grams per ton, which is in line with the company's mine plan. About Salcacon. As it was predicted in our last call, Salcacon's gold production amounted to 12 kilograms compared to 54 kilograms within the same period of the previous year. The reduction was caused by delay in startup of mining as a result of COVID-19. The decrease in production had minimal impact on the company's profitability. Summarizing both Tardan's and Salcacon's productivity, 965 kilograms of gold were produced in 2020 compared to 689 kilograms in 2019, which gave us an increase of 40% or 276 kilograms. Average cash cost per ounce decreased by 24% from $884 per ounce to $676 per ounce, which was mainly driven by economy of scale and several other factors.
Thank you, Piotr. Vladimir, the income statement details, please.
Thank you, Danila. The spectacular performance of our newly commissioned CIL plant gave rise to higher revenue from sales, which amounted to $53.5 million, which is a 79% increase on a year-on-year basis. The two driving factors for that were the sales volume, which increased by 45% or 9.4 thousand ounces as compared to 2019. And as already noted above, the average gold price was also high by 24%. As already noted, the average cash cost per ounce produced at Tardan decreased by 24% from $884 per ounce in 2019 down to $676 per ounce in 2020. The major contributing factors were the economies of scale, appreciation of the United States dollar, which is functional currency of the group, and in addition to that, we had depreciation, which increased due to the commissioning of the new CIL plant. We also had a positive effect because of the increase in work in process, because of the 56.3 kilograms of unsold gold. That had a positive effect on our EBITDA, which amounted to $30.9 million. This is an increase of more than 300% versus 2019. As a result, the company generated net profits of $10.7 million, which is an exceptionally good result as compared to 2019 net loss of $1.2 million.
Thank you. In the next slide, we would like to show you the EBITDA bridge, how we actually generated such an EBITDA growth. Vladimir, a few details here.
Thanks, Danila. First of all, as already noted, the major driving factors were the volume growth effect because of the exceptionally good performance of the CIL plant, and the price growth effect, which is general for the whole industry. We also had an increase in the stock of finished goods, that is unsold gold, which increased by 54 kilograms.
Yeah.
As you can see in this slide, our net cash flow from operating activities increased by $18.6 million, which is a 210% increase on a year-on-year basis. And the net cash flow from operating activities amounted to $27.5 million in 2020. We used the strong cash flows primarily to decrease our debt burden. In particular, we repaid $15 million in principal installments, as well as extinguished loans to the extent of $2.6 million, which were raised in connection with the CIL plant financing. In addition to decrease in debt burden, we also invested $1.5 million in exploration and research in order to enhance our life of mine and the quality of our reserves and resources. In October 2020, our major creditor, VTB, really liked our performance and had high level of confidence in our future. That's why we negotiated a very good deal in respect of our interest rate on the outstanding loan. We managed to reduce it by 3% to 3-month LIBOR plus 4.7%, which is equivalent to 4.92% per annum, which will generate about $600,000 in savings and interest payments in 2021.
Thank you, Vladimir. A few words about the outlook for 2021. As we already stated, we will have a stable gold production with a forecast of 900 to 930 kilograms. As Piotr already announced, we will have increased stripping costs due to the license restrictions which we were able to lift last year. So we are very happy with this, and we are moving strongly forward there. Also, our investment programs we're going to strengthen. We are continuing to further explore our drilling program in Tardan in order to extend possibly the life of mine out there, as well as we have started to drill meters in Solkokon at our Solkokon license to confirm the reserves and possibly enhance those. Last but not least, we are working, of course, on tirelessly on the preparation of documentation for Kara Beldir. Yes, so in general, it has been a very good year for us. We are very pleased that we have been producing over 31,000 ounces of gold. We are very much looking forward to this year. We have had a very good start and a stable start. So if you now have any questions, please send us those questions via the chat facility. Yeah, I see the first question there. When we will get more info about Kara Beldir, Eric is asking. Well, against the background of the pandemic, it has been rather difficult to work with the government down there. They have been permanently out of the office. So there are chances that we may slip back into 2025, but the evaluation work is continuing in the light of COVID, and we will update you as soon as there is an update. At the moment, we don't have any. We stick with the old timeline, but there might be a chance that we slip back into 2025. Any other questions? Sensia is asking, did the production of 2020 crossed the targeted ton?
No, it was, we predicted 900 and 930, I believe, and we from 900 to 950, and we actually in line even a bit more.
Yeah, we are in line with the target and even achieved a bit more. Yeah.
Okay, December. I wouldn't call it, well, that's the decrease of December 2020 compared to 29 caused by feeding the plant by very high grade ore in 2019, whilst in December 2020 the plant was fed by the ore from the stockpile, which had grade around 1.8 grams per ton. The decrease was in line with the company's production plan. As you are already aware, our production forecast did say 940 kilograms in 2020, and the actual gold production amounted to 953. So the decrease in December was targeted and expected.
Okay, thank you, Piotr. Jonas is asking, how do you plan to finance Karabildir? Well, Jonas, we are looking into the optimal solution, obviously, for our shareholders, and whether this is debt or equity or a mixture of both, we will only be able to say after we get all the facts. In general, I can tell you that we are permanently working with our debtors to reduce, obviously, debt costs, yeah, and find also very good partners there in order to finance our exploration and the next projects. Yeah. Eric is asking, can you describe the reason to the negative result in Q4?
So the major driving factor was different. We decided to bring our assets in line with economic reality. We had written off $2 million in stripping assets in respect of the third mining block in one of our ore zones because of economic unfeasibility of mining. We used this opportunity in 2020 because we had huge and exceptionally good performance results, and we had profits to do this. And that's the major reason.
Yeah. Also, I can draw your attention here that we have in the appendix of the presentation the income statements and consolidated cash flow statements, as well as the KPIs. You can see more details over there, and also, of course, in the interim report, which was published this morning. So you will see all those information online already. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. I see there's no further questions. I really thank you for your attention. We are very, very keen looking forward to 2021 and hope we can produce very similar results. Thank you very much that you are our shareholders and investors, and we will keep you up to date with the next, hopefully, positive news. I wish you all a very good day and goodbye.